There's a strange thing happening in the UK right now. Taxes aren't rising dramatically, but millions of people are quietly being pulled into paying more taxes anyway.
And it's not because they're reckless or because they've done anything wrong, but it's because of frozen thresholds, rule changes and tax reliefs being slowly withdrawn, all already confirmed.
Now, by 2026, the impact becomes impossible to ignore for employees, limited company directors, investors, homeowners, and families planning for their children. This video is about 5 reasons you could be paying more taxes next year and the practical actions you could still take now to soften that blow. Now, guys, we noticed 50.7% of you guys who watch our channel are currently not subscribed. If there's any video we've done in the past that's really helped you, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber helps us to create better videos for the future. A massive thanks to all of you so far. My name's Ken. I'm a chartered accountant, a financial coach, and a former chief financial officer.
And I'm Mary, and I'm an entrepreneur and former e-business analyst.
Together, Mary and I are a husband and wife team. We are Sunday Times best-selling authors of our debut book, Financial Joy, and we recently announced our new book, The Wealth Habit, which is all about the small changes that will make you rich.
Yep, The Wealth Habit is a groundbreaking, behavior-driven approach to wealth building that rewires the way that you think about money, and it turns financial success into a series of tiny, effortless, repeatable actions.
Now, we're going to link to it below as well as above for you to head over and check it out. But let's just dive straight in and explore these 5 areas of tax rises and, more importantly, what you and I can do about them.
So number 1 is more tax on pay due to frozen income tax and NI thresholds. So we've just come through months of budget speculation, announcements and reactions. But now that the noise has died down, the reality has started to set in.
Now, rather than raise headline tax rates aggressively, instead, what they've done is to freeze the threshold. This is called fiscal drag, and it's one of the most powerful tax increases there is out there. Income tax and national insurance thresholds are frozen up until 2031, rather than ending in 2028. Now, let's be specific. Personal allowance is currently £12,570 a year. High rate tax threshold is £50,270, and the additional rate is £125,140. All of them still remain frozen.
Yeah, so between now and 2031, every pay rise, even one that just matches inflation, pushes more of your income into tax. Now, here's what that means in practice. So some people who never paid income tax, well, they're now going to start paying it. Some basic rate taxpayers will be dragged into higher rate tax. And once that happens, other allowances are going to now shrink or disappear.
Yeah, that's really tough. Let's take, for example, your personal savings allowance is going to start to drop as a result. Your dividend tax rates will start to rise as a result. Your capital gains tax rate can jump also connected to this. This is where people feel like they're actually working hard, but they're actually still standing still.
Yep. Number 2 is more tax on investments, including limited company dividends. So this is one of the biggest, most misunderstood changes. From April 2026, dividend tax rates increase again. So basic rate will go from 8.75 to 10.75. Higher rate will jump from 33.75 to 35.75%, and additional rate rises as well.
Yeah, those are massive changes.
Big jumps.
And now, to be absolutely explicit, this also affects limited company directors. It affects anyone paying themselves via salaries and dividends. You know, we've made lots of videos about this in the past. It affects business owners relying on dividends as a tax-efficient income strategy for themselves. It also affects dividends more generally. They're becoming a lot less tax-efficient year after year.
Yes, and on top of that, the dividend allowance had already been cut drastically. So more of your dividends are taxed and at higher rates too.
Yeah, and it's actually not stopping here. You know, the government has already announced that other areas will be impacted. So savings income will be impacted, property income will also be impacted, and they will face further tax increases from 2027 onwards. Now, with that in mind, this is why where you invest now is just as important as what you invest in exactly. If you are holding shares or ETFs outside tax wrappers, dividend tax and capital gains tax will quietly eat into your returns. And this is why we've partnered with XTB.
Yep, XTB gives you access to global shares and ETFs, and when used alongside tax-efficient planning like ISAs, it can help you legally keep more of what you grow. They're an award-winning investment platform that lets you invest in stocks and ETFs using a flexible stocks and shares ISA.
They offer more than 7,500 stocks and ETFs from around the world, perfect for long-term wealth building, and you can earn up to 4.25% interest on your pound uninvested funds. That means you can earn tax-free while you're still deciding where to invest.
Their investment plans feature is perfect for beginner investors, offering low-cost investing and pre-built portfolios tailored to your goals and your risk level.
Whether you are just starting out or you are looking to grow your wealth, XTB gives you the tools to invest smarter.
Once you open your account, you can create a plan in no time with 4 simple steps. Step 1, choose your desired ETFs. Step 2, allocate your funds. Step 3, make a deposit. And step 4, put your money to work.
Click the link below, guys, to learn more about XTB's investment plans today and get your money working.
In addition to higher dividend taxes, venture capital trusts, also known as VCTs, are also changing. From April 2026, income tax relief on VCTs falls from 30% to 20%.
Now, VCTs are higher risk and not for everyone. For investors and early stage UK businesses, this is a meaningful reduction in the incentive they have. In addition, this reduction in the tax relief for venture capital trust investors does nothing to encourage economic growth in the UK. If you're an investor in VCTs, try your best to take advantage, of course, of the existing 30% relief before April 2026. Now, number 3 is more council tax. From April, councils are assumed to raise council tax by 5% without actually holding a referendum. Given the difficult financial position many councils find themselves in, most of them will unfortunately take up the position and raise council tax.
Yep, and it's not headline grabbing, but it hits household cash flow directly. So number 4 is more inheritance tax due to frozen thresholds and rule changes. Inheritance tax thresholds are also frozen again until 2031. The nil rate band is still frozen at £325,000. Residence nil rate band is frozen at £175,000. An annual gifting allowance is still frozen at £3,000 and unchanged for decades.
Meanwhile, house prices, of course, as you know, has risen and continues to rise significantly over time. So estates that would never have paid inheritance tax, say 10 to 15 years ago, potentially will now have to. Inheritance tax is no longer just the wealthy person's problem to think about.
Yeah. There are also changes to business assets and AIM share relief changes. From April 2026, changes come in around inheritance tax relief on family farms, business assets, and qualifying alternative investment markets, also known as AIM shares.
Currently, qualifying AIM shares held for at least 2 years can pass out of your estate free of inheritance tax. But from April 2026, that relief is cut from 40% to 20%, which means that tax could now be due on assets that were previously protected if you passed away in the future.
Now, this matters because there are often higher risk, growth focused investments, and many people accepted that risk partly because of the inheritance tax benefit. Now, this change alters long-term planning significantly for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a big one. Number 5 is more vice taxes and everyday cost increases. Now, these vice taxes are taxes levied on specific goods and services deemed harmful to society and individuals, such as alcohol, tobacco, sugary drinks, gambling, and so on. Now, there are several changes here with specific dates that we want to bring to your attention. 1st of February next year, alcohol duty rises by RPI inflation across categories. August 2026, the 5p fuel duty cut starts to being unwound. March 2027, fuel duty relief disappears entirely. 1st of October next year, new duty on vaping products of £2.20 per 10 milliliter, plus a one-off tobacco duty rise followed by an annual inflation plus increases.
Now, even if you don't smoke or vape, fuel and transport costs feed into almost everything. Okay, so here are 5 ways to cut tax legally in 2026. Number 1 is your ISAs. Now you get an allowance of £20,000 per adult or £40,000 for a couple. So you can use cash or stocks and shares ISA. Cash ISA allowance of 20k is confirmed until April 2027, and then it drops to £12,000 for cash ISAs only, but it doesn't apply to stocks and shares ISA. Plus you have your LISA, where you can contribute £4,000 and get a 25% bonus, and this is currently unchanged. And then there's your junior ISA, where you can contribute £9,000 per child. Now these are use it or lose it allowances. So use it or lose it.
And LISA stands for Lifetime ISA.
Yeah.
Number 2 is pensions. You can have up to £60,000 per year into a pension, and you get tax relief at your highest marginal rate. Yeah. 25% of your pension contributions are usually tax-free on withdrawal. The remainder gets taxed in the future. And non-earners can put up to £3,600 per year into a pension.
Number 3 is salary sacrifice. So you can do this for pensions, childcare, bikes, tech, and so on. National insurance advantages are still available, but from 2029, national insurance relief is limited to first £2,000. So timing matters. Use salary sacrifice as much as you can now before April 2029.
Number 4 is spouse planning and exemption. Now, if you've already used up your ISA allowances and have assets that produce income, for example, dividends from stocks or income from property, assets are transferable between married couples tax-free. Yeah, income from assets should be taxed on whoever has the lower tax rate, basically, where possible in a marriage.
And number 5 is marriage allowance. So if one spouse is a non-taxpayer and the other is a basic rate taxpayer, then marriage allowance allows the non-taxpayer to transfer £1,260 of unused personal allowance to their spouse in the current tax year so that they can reduce their tax bill. In conclusion, most people don't lose wealth because they earn too little. They lose it because they plan too late.
Tax rises, if we're keeping it real, are coming whether you and I are ready or not. The difference is whether you understand the rules and actually act early. Okay, so take a few hours out if you're single or a couple, take half a day and think about your finances and how you can plan for them tax efficiently next year. If you have a partner, put time in both of your diaries, have a money day discussion and plan those lifestyle changes. Doing this will keep you ahead of most people when that time comes. Now, if you need someone, a financial coach, to guide you in all aspects of your finances in a one-to-one capacity, feel free to get in touch with Mary and I will link below and above to a link for you to do that if you wanted to.
If this video helped you, guys, subscribe to The Humble Penny for more and share this video with a friend or a family member. I would love to hear from you in the comments. What question arises for you as you think about your taxes or finances for the new year ahead? Comment below and we'll do our best to reply.
Yeah, and don't go anywhere. Check out this next video over here titled The Real Reason Why Young People Are Leaving the UK. The data we share in that video tells a totally different story. I think you're going to enjoy watching that one. Thanks again for watching, guys, and as always, in all things,
be thankful and seek joy.
Take care, people.
Guys.
Bye.